Robots have been around for a long time, but with the fourth generation of robots, we are finally getting closer to human-like machines. These robots are called universal robots because they can be programmed to do any job and perform tasks with several movements as humans do. They also have a microprocessor brain that allows them to be reprogrammed easily for each task. While these advantages may not mean much right now, they will undoubtedly change our lives in the future as these machines become more commonplace and intelligent. So what exactly is the fourth generation of robots? Is it a new, more intelligent type of robot? If so, how does the fourth generation differ from previous generations, and what can it do? To answer these questions, let's start with an overview of each robot generation. The first generation consists of industrial robots typically situated in large factories. They are programmed to perform one or two specific tasks on an assembly line and cannot be reprogrammed. This limits their utility because they can't be used for multiple applications. For example, if a company needs to use its assembly line for producing cars but also needs that same line for producing refrigerators at another time, these machines would not be able to adapt quickly enough since they were never meant for different types of work. The second generation includes smart robots capable of learning from their mistakes and reprogramming quickly without redevelop entire software systems every time, which would require significant resources. However, this type still has many limitations. While they're capable of performing multiple tasks over time due to improved programming capabilities over previous generations' machines, such as being able to analyze data faster, they still lack human-like intelligence, which prevents them from making decisions based on complex factors like context. The concept of a third-generation robot encompasses two main paths in developing intelligent robot technology: the autonomous robot and the insect robot. An autonomous robot can work alone. It includes a controller and can do things largely unattended, either by an external computer or a human. An excellent example of this type of third-generation robot is the personal robot that some people dream of. However, there are some situations where autonomous robots don't run efficiently. In these cases, a fleet of simple robotic insects can be used, all controlled by a central computer. These machines work like ants in an anthill or bees in a beehive. The fourth generation of robots, also called universal robots, can perform a specific task with several movements and are generally used to assist people in other tasks. These robots have evolved from the first three generations by having more advanced sensors and processors and being able to perform more complex tasks without human intervention. However, the fourth generation of robots is still not capable of being completely independent because they still require some kind of human involvement in order for them to complete their assigned tasks. The most crucial advantage of fourth-generation robots is that they can be reprogrammed for each task. As a result, they don't need to be rewired or reconfigured for every new job, which means that the same machine can take on many different jobs with only a small amount of training. Also, their programming allows them to do more than one task at a time. For example, suppose an electrician needs two hands to work on something but only has one robot available, because he used the second robot earlier. In that case, he can have one robot move while the other holds something down and hands tools over as needed. This type of simultaneous multitasking is called universal robots because it allows these machines to help people do just about anything they need to be done, with minimal input from humans. The fourth generation of robots has a bigger brain, like a human. Nowadays, robots can do different tasks and can be reprogrammed for each task. Hence, they are called universal robots. The advantages of this new generation are that they can do all the jobs in factories without any problems. They use their senses to interact with humans and other machines. They can work with some types of materials not possible before, and they don't need rest breaks or lunch breaks, unlike previous generations. The fourth generation of robots has many advantages over the previous generations. Still, the most important one is that they can be reprogrammed for each task. Read more about robots and robotics on our website, www.futurejobs4u.com.